Feedforward neural networks, explained simply. What is a feedforward neural network? A feedforward neural network, FNN, is like a magical machine that helps computers learn things, just like our brain helps us learn new things. Imagine you have a big puzzle and the FNN helps put the pieces together to solve it. How does it work? Think of an FNN as a series of layers. Each layer is like a group of friends who pass along information to each other. Let's break it down. Layers of friends. Input layer. This is where the information starts. Imagine you have a picture of a cat and you want the FNN to know it's a cat. The picture goes into the input layer. Hidden layers. These are the layers in between the input and output layers. They are called hidden because we don't see what they do directly, but they work very hard to learn from the input. Each layer has many neurons, which are like tiny brains that process information. Output layer. This is where the final answer comes out. After all the processing in the hidden layers, the output layer tells us what the FNN thinks the answer is. For example, it might say, "Hey, this is a cat." Passing the information. The information moves in one direction, from the input layer through the hidden layers to the output layer. This is why it's called feedforward. The information doesn't go backward. It always moves forward. The layer has many neurons, which are like tiny brains that process information. Example, recognizing a cat. Let's use an example to understand this better. Suppose we have a picture of a cat and we want the FNN to recognize it. Step. Description. 1. Input. The picture of the cat goes into the input layer. Each tiny part of the picture is a piece of information. 2. Hidden layers. The hidden layers process this information. They look for patterns like the shape of the cat's ears, the eyes, and the whiskers. 3. Output. The output layer takes all this processed information and says, "This is a cat." Why is it important? Feedforward neural networks are important because they help computers do things like recognize images, understand speech, and even play games. They are the building blocks for many cool technologies we use every day. Fun fact. Did you know that feedforward neural networks are inspired by how our brains work? Our brains have neurons that pass information to each other, just like the neurons in an FNN. So, in a way, these networks are like a simple version of our own brains. Summary. To sum it up, a feedforward neural network is a type of machine that helps computers learn by passing information through layers of neurons. It starts with an input, processes it through hidden layers, and gives an output. They are super important for making smart technology.